Hey everybody, Motumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on MTG Arena, and we have another fun deck that we get to kind of revisit. We played a deck similar to this a long time ago, but with the inclusion now of so many new sets and so many new cards, we are finally going to revisit this type of deck. But real quick, as always, before we hop into the deck, if you enjoy the deck, the channel, the video, please like, comment, subscribe, check out all those cool links below, join the Discord. Anything you could do to interact with the channel would help immensely, and thank you in advance. But with that being said, I bring to you this new deck, and we are calling it Willow Dredge. Now, I do want to point out first that we actually stumbled upon another content creator by the name of Taco Bite. Very small channel, so I would really love it if you would go show Taco Bite some support. I will definitely link his channel down in the comments below. And his deck is very similar to this. We really only just made one small change. His deck included 4 copies of Narcomoeba, but we decided to take those out. And I will tell you what the difference is shortly. But really this deck, again, is a dredge type deck where we're trying to mill ourselves, put cards in the graveyard so we can interact with some way. But this really is going to center around one of the newer cards, Willow Geist. This 1-mana 1/1 trample, very important that it has trample. So it says whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Willow Geist, and whenever it dies, you gain life equal to its power. We don't really care about that last part. We just care about whenever one or more cards would leave the battlefield or leave the graveyard by being able to grow it by putting those +1/+1 counters on it. So again, typically one of the ways on Arena that we're actually trying to kill our opponent in a dredge type build is going to be Creeping Chill. So the cool thing about Creeping Chill is we're trying to mill these into our graveyard. We don't ever want to be casting these. This says 4 mana. Creeping Chill deals 3 damage to each opponent, and you gain 3 life. Whenever Creeping Chill is put into your graveyard from your library, you can exile it, and if you do, it does that 3 damage, and then you gain 3 life. So what's really cool, the really cool synergy with this Creeping Chill is if we do mill it, and Willow Geist is in play, we mill Creeping Chill, it goes to our graveyard, we exile it from our graveyard to deal that 3 damage, and then since we're exiling it from the graveyard, we're actually triggering the Willow Geist to get a +1/+1 counter. And then another great synergy with both of these cards, and again, something that we've done, and a lot of people have done in the past, is Silver Smoke Ghoul. So this is kind of the same thing. If Silver Smoke Ghoul is in the graveyard, it says at the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So if Creeping Chill triggers and we, gain 3 life by exiling it, putting a counter on Willow Geist, then at the end of the turn, any of the Silver Smoke Ghouls that we have in the graveyard will actually also leave the graveyard, go to the battlefield tapped, and then each one of those that leave the graveyard, we get to also put +1/+1 counters on. So really great synergies there. So we're just going to kind of, from this point out, it's kind of really simple synergies, but it's just really cool interactions. And this is a deck that people kind of sleep on, they forget about, and then you kind of see it being played every once in a while. So I'm really glad that I actually stumbled upon Taco Bite, because this is a really fun build. It's a really fun deck to play, and there's just so many things that could potentially be happening on the screen at once. It's just cool when stuff like that happens, at least in my opinion. So let's just go down the list. We'll just hit on all the other cards, and we'll talk about why they have great synergies. So Cling to Dust. This has tons of great synergies. So for 1 mana instant, exile a card from a graveyard. If it's a creature card, you gain 3 life, otherwise you draw a card. It also has Escape for 4 mana and exiling 5 cards. So why is this great? And we're only playing 1 of. So again, we get to exile a card from a graveyard. We can exile one of our opponent's cards. Maybe they're playing a graveyard deck or some kind of deck that, focuses around just maybe having X amount of cards in their graveyard. Like Search for Iskanta, stuff like that. But the fact that it says whenever you exile a creature card, you gain 3 life, this synergizes really well with the Silver Smoke Ghoul, because this is going to bring the Silver Smoke Ghoul back as well. And then the escape ability from Cling to Dust is great, because when you escape, those 5 cards are going to leave. You're going to get 1 trigger from the Willow Geist for 5 cards leaving at once, which is really cool. And then on top of it, if you maybe exile one of your own cards on top of that with the Cling to Dust, you can also gain 3 life if it's a creature. That would trigger the Willow Geist an additional time. And then if you gain life, you're bringing back Silver Soul's Ghoul. So again, it's just really, really great synergies. We have 4 copies of Stitcher Supplier. Again, a 1-mana 1/1 that lets you mill 3 cards when it dies or enters the battlefield. That's going to just really enable our graveyard shenanigans. Faithless Looting. This is a card that it works really great. This is going to allow us to put cards in the graveyard. It's going to allow us to put creatures in our graveyard that we need to. It's just going to help synergize, just bring everything together. Now, Death Bond at Sprout. This is another cool card. It does transform, but what this does is this 1-mana 1/1. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get to mill a card. So it's going to perpetually let us mill every turn until it transforms. And then it says if there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, you get to transform it into a 3/3. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, you can exile a card from a graveyard, which triggers Willow Geist. If its creature was exiled this way, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on this. So this is going to grow and grow and grow every time we're exiling our own creatures that are hitting our graveyard. So it's got some pretty cool synergies as well. Now let's talk about the card that we actually replaced for Narcomoeba. Now I just didn't like the Narcomoeba. It kind of made draws weird sometimes. If you drew too many Narcomoebas, you can never cast them. And I just hate sitting there with dead cards in our hand, and I know we could potentially pitch them to Faithless Looting, but I really wanted to give the Binding of Titans a chance. So this does a mill effect. It's going to mill each player for 3. Then we can exile up to 2 target cards from from graveyards. For each creature card, we gain life. So that's actually going to be great in combo with the Willow Geist, because we can exile stuff from our graveyard to make it go bigger. And then we also get to gain life. It's not 3 life, but it can get us to 3 life. And again, which brings back the Ghoul. And then lastly, on chapter 3, return target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. This is going to allow us to maybe get back Stitcher Suppliers or Willow Geist. It's just going to turn on a lot of different things here. Croxa, this is also great for the same reason that Cling to Dust is great. It's going to go to the graveyard real quickly. It's going to make our opponent discard cards. And then when we escape it, this is actually escaping Croxa triggers Willow Geist twice, because exiling only 5 cards, that triggers Willow Geist once. And then it leaving the graveyard to come into play is also going to trigger the Willow Geist. So great card. Not something we want to play for. Grizzly Salvage. This is reveal the top 5 cards of your library. Put a creature or land from among them into your hand, and then put the rest into your graveyard. So this is going to essentially mill cards. So this is going to trigger cards like Creeping Chill. This is a really cool card. This was printed in one of the anthologies, so it's going to be a little overpowered. It's definitely what we want to be. There are 2 copies of Witherbloom Command. This is an interesting card. When I saw this, I was like, okay, I could definitely get behind it. It says target player mills 3, and then you get to return a land. So not only does it mill, it's also going to return a land, which triggers Willow Geist. We get to destroy non-creature, non-land permanents that have a value 2 or less. We get to give creatures -3/-1, or we get to have our opponent lose 2 and then we gain 2. So this does a lot of things. It's a very good utility card. It's not the best command, but it definitely fits into what we're trying to do. And then last but not least, we are playing 4 copies of Seasoned Pyromancer. This is going to allow us to discard cards to draw cards, and then we can exile it from our graveyard, which triggers Willow Geist to put even more 1/1s into play. So pretty cool synergy there as well. And to top it off, we are playing, I believe, just 20 lands. Yep, 20 lands, so it's a very light land count. But again, we really top our curve off at 3 because we're never really wanting to cast the Creeping Chill. So yeah, this is the deck. Again, a huge shout out to Taco Bite for posting his version of this deck. Again, the only changes that we made is we took out 4 copies of Narcomoeba and put in 4 Binding of the Titans. And at the same time, saving everybody for rare wild cards, because Narcomoeba is a rare for some reason, and Binding of the Titans is only an uncommon. So you're welcome, everybody, for downgrading one of the slots in the deck. Make this a little bit cheaper to build. So, but with that being said, let's just hop into the games. Let's see how we do. He did really well in his video. So again, go check out his video, link down below, and we'll see what happens in our games. So see you guys at the wrap up. All right, let's get these games underway. Willow Dredge, Coming at you all. We go first. No black man. I don't hate this hand, though. Binding of the Titans will get us there eventually. One opponent's seeing our cards and be like, what are they playing? Okay, play in a row. Give him the option. Trade? Don't. Coward. I think we just have to use our mana in the most efficient way here. Okay. We definitely get a couple good targets over here. Okay, that's kind of ridiculously unfortunate. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to get rid of those. Perfect. Definitely wanted that. No attacks. Get back a ghoul. And I think we are going to get back this woodland cemetery and play Croxa. Oh, this is ridiculous. Ooh, this is ridiculous. Let's go. Does this change anything? Would we rather a Willow Geist? Willow Geist could grow, but I don't think it's gonna. I think we have to get back a, like I said. All right, perfect. Gilead is a little unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. It is going to gain them a lot of life, though. You're going to activate it? No attacks. That's actually huge. My graveyard, opponent's graveyard. Oh, the ordering on these draws is pretty crazy. Okay, I'll take that. I will take that. Actually, so would we rather see 3 cards or 5 cards? I think we'd rather see 5 cards. We're definitely gonna get some triggers here at the end of the turn. So if we attack, they block, they lose their card. I'm fine with this. That was a huge hit right there. That was a huge hit. Alright, so they're going to gain some life. They're going to put some counters on some things. really wish I had mana to sack right now. So we could block and then sacrifice these silver smoke ghouls. Right. Has begun. Let's just get rid of these. All right, so let's do some math here. They can gain 8, go up to 24. 6, 10, 15. A lot of damage. A lot of damage. I think we just get in, see what happens. So they're going to lifelink. They're going to go up to 21. They're going to go 9, 13. Yeah, they're dead. Because we get to creeping chill them out. Oh, they're going to go -1. Sure thing. All right. Yeah, not 100% sold on that block. It just felt like they had us on the backswing, I guess. So this pretty good start to this game, or to these round of games. All right, good game. Ooh, that felt really good. All right, let's go on to this next game. Wow. All right, well, we've got a round 2. Round 1 win, round 2 Hydrate. Go. Let's wait on this opponent. And we have Kebab. Opponent goes first. Playing Luris. I don't hate this hand. We have a 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't hate it. Don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Let's start it off. Yep. We need to be pretty quick. Let's go ahead and getting a free attack here. And we're just going to go do this now. Oh, this is perfect, actually. Because I was thinking the chance that we hit another ghoul, in addition to a creeping chill, are going to be pretty slim. But definitely hits. We want to do it now so we can actually bring the ghoul back. Opponent's going to throw some enchantments down, draw some cards. Yep. You keep doing you. All right, so how do we want to do this? Croxa is pretty much a dead draw against. I think the best course of action would just be to go ahead and play Seasoned Pyromancer. Discard 2 ghouls, or actually a ghoul and a Croxa. And we do not attack. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have enough to kill the core Spirit Dancer, but I don't think we're going to be able to. Yep, especially since it has flying now. All right, well, Got vigilance and flying. Okay. Take action there. So again, Crocs is not going to really do anything against our opponent. I think we have to Faithless Looting. Oh, that was pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. Yeah, might as well play things in the correct order. Again, we have no correct ways to win the game. We attack. Opponent gets us. They block 3. Why would you block there? Yep. No, I mean that's a really good card against us. We just got wrecked. Core Spirit Dancer, fun interactive magic. Fun and interactive magic. Oh, more cards that don't belong on Arena and Historic. Oh well. Next game, guys. Next game. All right. Well, Core Spirit Dancer. Definitely fun and interactive magic, right? You hate to see it. You love to beat it, though. We're going to keep. So we are going to start off with a Willow Geist. Probably into Willow Geist, Stitcher Supplier next turn. We are playing against Enchantress deck. And let's pay 2 life, and yep. No attacks. Don't want to waste our time with attacking and then blocking. Obviously an argument to attack first while we had available mana, but don't think it actually matters. We're going to have to overwhelm our opponent. Opponent can tap for 3 mana right now. We're just going to get 9 lives out of this. Is that what's happening? Is that what's going to happen? So we could do this. I think we want to hit a land and then also hit something useful. I think we're just going to grab a Blooming Marsh here. Not hitting the cards we want to be hitting. We're just going to get 9 lives out of this. I mean, we could potentially Croxa them. Okay. That's going to allow them to get force. They could sack and get 9 lives. Get 9 lives, play 9 lives this turn, and then we're just kind of locked. Okay, they're not doing it this turn. That's good news. Banishing Light, okay. Get rid of a Willow Geist. Sure thing. Living the dream. In the dream. Faithless Looting lets us do some things. I mean, what are we hoping for? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's go. Yep, so we definitely know we're not getting counters. In case you were all wondering why the Solemnity was flashing, we just need better cards. Right, that's just what it comes down to. All right, keep it going. 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can tap the Weaver for 5 mana. They can do this at any time. I don't know why they're doing it during their draw step, during their upkeep. Yep. So again, our plan is to kill them with a Kroxa. That's 100% our plan. Kroxa is loss of life, so. Sure thing. I'd really like for them to play more cards out of it. Okay. Beautiful. So, as soon as we play this Kroxa, they are definitely going to see that they are under a little bit of duress here. 3. They're going to hover over 9 lives and try to figure it out. Watch that 9 lives slide up. Oh, let's just make all the things light up right now. Yep. Right, well. Yep, now's the time where they are desperately going for cards. Play that way. Cool. Yep. All right, well, we are set to win next turn. Let's good game them. Kroxa for the win. That's one easy way to get out of a 9 live Solemnity combo. So enjoy that game. That was a sweet win. Oh, that felt good. Let's keep it coming. All right, what is our opponent playing? All right. I can get behind this hand. 1 into 2. Willow Geist is a pretty interesting card. Interesting, okay. Okay, well. Yeah. You want to spell pierce this? That'd be fun. Let's see what they're playing. Oh, okay. Playing like spirits. Probably shouldn't attack, but we're going to. We're going to offer a trade up. Okay, well. Here come all the enchantments. No? No enchantments? Get rid of their creatures there. So it is unfortunate. Maybe we get rid of. See what happens here. Because we can actually hit them for 2 with the Witherbloom command. They probably have a Shackle Geist, though. Is that what it's called? Give that hexproof. All right, so we're gonna mill. We're gonna mill. We're gonna mill. And we're gonna let them lose 2. Sure thing. All right, you did it. We got mana tithed. It's pretty crazy. All right, counter target non-creature spell. Sure thing. Turn. Yep. Let's go. We have some potential really good mills. That's one of them. That is definitely one of them. Oh. I mean, that's kind of unfortunate. But I mean, we're just going to replay it and we're going to let the ghoul come back. Going to get bigger. So, essentially nothing happened. We just didn't attack them for 3 this turn. Okay, that's again pretty unfortunate. The 1/1 is kind of ridiculous. That has first strike. What do we want? I was really hoping for a red here. The Willow Geist just gets blocked by the Hermit. This game has taken an interesting turn of events. Take 1. Yep. I'm pretty sure they have a counterspell. Probably Mana Tithe. Either Mana Tithe or another one of these Fading Hopes. Oh, sure. Okay. We're definitely not attacking with the Ghoul right now. This is a 2/2. Okay. Oh, so maybe it was just... Wow, really? I guarantee they had 2 land in their hand. I guarantee it. I'm very surprised by that concession there. That's really the only way. That's like a frustration scoop, right? I know we've all been there. We just draw so many lands, can't do anything about it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But hey, good game. Good game. Again, I'll take a concession. You know, I'll take a win anytime. I just was not surprised. I mean, I was just a little surprised that happened. So, yeah. All right, we go first. We're going to keep this. All the 1-drops. I've already been brainstorming with another build of this deck while I've been playing some games. There is a card that I think might be good in this deck, but I have to go back and read it because I could be completely wrong in thinking what the card does. So, right, well, we're playing Slivers, huh? Okay, okay. Let's just play all of the 1-drops. All right. Okay. How do we do this? Should we run this out? Or should we? I think we do this. Try to hit a land. Okay, so we've seen all of the Blooming Marshes. Kind of crazy. There we go. Definitely going to take action. Get in. This is free damage. There's no way they block one of the 1/1s. Yep. Seems pretty good. That's a little faster than Slivers. But who knows what they do. Oh. Oh, that was a hit right there. Wow. Wow, and we didn't have any creatures in our graveyard? That's pretty crazy, actually. But yeah, so that was a huge hit right there. They go to 9. This gets bigger. We get in. Yeah, they were probably dead this turn. But that was a very quick win and a very impressive performance. So awesome. All right, next game. Well, just gonna keep this this streak going. Keep it alive here. All right. Oh, all right. Well, we're going first again. We're going to start off with a Geist. Yeah. Like it. Opponent's going to start off with a Mulligan. So this actually kind of makes what we were going to do a little bit easier. Drawing an additional 1-drop. What's our opponent on? Mono black control? They have snow-covered swamps? No? Okay. Oh, okay, so they're on an explore deck. Right. think we're going to shock this into play. I think we're going to... yeah, let's Faithless Looting first. Oh, really? That's like super disappointing. Oh, okay. Let's still hit one anyway. Yeah. Give us the big blocks. Oh, that was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh yeah, they're playing all of the Explore cards. Probably see like a Wild Growth Walker. They don't have another forest, so no Jade Light Ranger. Okay, did not expect the old Revival Revenge. Right, so we are going to remove a Branch Walker and something in our graveyard as well. Honestly, I think it's just going to be a Creeping Chill. And we're just going to swing in. This is a lot of damage. Yeah. I think this is fine. I really wish we would have gotten a red land there as opposed to the green-black. Zuza? Okay. Let's return a... Yeah, so we could... We're going to just swing. We're going to swing in first. See what happens. We're going to take it. Yeah, we're just going to let him have it. Then 2, 3. We want to gain some life here. That way we get our ghoul back. And we're showing them a lot of damage here. God, and these Willow Geist just having trample is just so powerful. And you can just see how crazy out of hand they get. So there's definitely an argument that we could have done all that before we attacked, but I just don't think we need. Good game. We got one game left. Well, we've come so far. Final boss battle. Let's go. Let's go. All right, well. This is an interesting hand, right? We get to turn 1, turn 2, probably not get anything good. Let's see what happens. I'm not completely sold on Witherbloom Command in this deck, to be 100% honest. But it does allow for some pretty interesting plays if the right situations occur. Do we want... I don't even think I want a Croxa here yet, right? I just want to... Oh, you know what? I do want a Croxa. Croxa helps turn on the Sprout. Slowly, but... 1 of 3. Gonna bounce it. Bounce it before it gets sacked. That'd be sick. Tails end it. Tails end the sacrifice ability. Uh-oh, okay. Alright, so we'll probably see a cultivate from them this turn. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. I think we have to... Okay. Okay. Willow Geist is really good against Ashiok. Wow. Wow, wow. Alright, so they mill us, and Willow Geist grows. This presents lethal to the Ashiok anyway, so... No big deal. No big. Yep. We're gonna go ahead and draw here. Let's get rid of that. All right, so I want to go ahead and start this. But I also want Season Pyromancer. Okay. Again, remember, they start exiling graveyard stuff. We're going to be growing our Willow Geist. I did not expect it. Oh, okay. They just hit another one. Seems about right. Look at the top 5 cards. Oh, okay. Beautiful. So we really have to figure this out, right? Because we don't have many cards left. Attack. I think we attack, hope they block with the Willow Geist, to be 100% honest with you. And then we just cling something out of our graveyard. I think that has to be the play. Block the Geist. Did we kill them? I mean, we just have to do this. So sick. Gotta hope they miss Whelming Wave. Right? Don't have another Whelming Wave? We have 14 cards left. Or maybe they're playing Infinite Rivers Rebuke or Flood of Tears, whatever it is. They're at 11. Oh gosh. Okay. Gotta kill him here. Gotta kill him here. All right, so we gotta look into our graveyard. Get rid of Willow Geist and a ghoul. That might be enough, right? So they block not. They have 4, 5, 6, 10. Yeah, I think we're good. Because remember, the Geist has trample as well. They pretty much have to have an unsummon. What does this do? Just spells can't be countered. All spells. Definitely, you're definitely facing down lethal, my friend. Good game. Wow, Xaxes. Ooh. Good game. We definitely drew cards in the wrong order, but I feel like they did as well. And we overcame a turn 3 Ashiok against us. So that was a sweet win for the final boss. So let's talk about this deck. Let us talk about this deck. All right, everybody, welcome back to the wrap up. And this deck killed it. I mean, I'm not actually really surprised with this because, again, Taco Bite did really well in his videos. But we went 6-1, I believe it was. We lost to the good old Aura Spirit Dancer, blue-white Aura deck, which is very not surprising because we really don't have a lot of interaction for that. We don't really have a way to get rid of a big creature. So, yeah, unfortunately, they had a big creature, and that was that. But, yeah, this deck works really well. It's got really cool synergies, really, really effective synergies once you get everything going. Now, cards I'm not 100% sold on. But again, I feel like every card shined at some point in this deck. But for whatever reason, I'm just not super sold on Seasoned Pyromancer in this deck because, again, the double red and all that, and having to worry about the 5 mana. The Faithless Lootings are kind of they're all right, and then the Kroxa definitely won us a game, as you saw us win against that Solemnity 9 lives deck because of the life loss. But I mean, this could easily just be a green-black mill deck. We could even just switch it to have blue, so we could play Narcomoebas. That actually makes the deck even cheaper if we were to switch out all the mythics that we're playing for cards like Narcomoeba, and maybe there's just some other blue mill cards. Don't know if we'd want to play Crab because we're not playing a lot of land, but it's something to consider. It is a 1-drop, but there are other blue mill cards in here. King Narfi's Betrayal actually could be a consideration, a very weird one, but yeah. So again, not sold on everything. Witherbloom Command, I think was all right. I don't think it was ever backbreaking. But Willow Geist, again, you saw some of these games, Willow Geist become really quickly a 5/5, 6/6, 8/8, just getting out of hand. The Death Bonnet Sprouts, all of a sudden having 2 or 3 3/3s in play is really good. And then again, surprising people with Creeping Chills randomly, and then just bringing back ghouls and even just killing sometimes with Creeping Chills is really effective, and it's fun. But yeah, so again, this deck, really effective. You're going to catch a ton of people off guard with this sometimes. Sometimes you just lose, again, like you saw to the blue-white Auras deck. But overall, I mean, this deck could potentially be semi-competitive. Probably not super competitive because, if you start running into sideboard cards, you're going to get graveyard hate and whatnot. But I do think with the right build and a little bit more tweaking, I do think this could actually be a little bit more competitive than it already is. And again, we went 6-1, so But yeah, tell me guys, tell me what you guys think about this deck. And again, go show Taco Bite some love. Again, link down below. You know, love to see his channel grow. I think he's right now sitting at right under 100 subscribers. So maybe we can get him to at least 100. And then that way he can customize his channel a little bit more. So if you don't do YouTube, you actually do get some perks once you get to 100. So yeah, again, love to hear your comments on this deck. Maybe suggestions for a new build. Maybe things I did wrong. Anything. Again, commenting down below really helps the channel out. All I can ask, do that, like, subscribe. Yeah, tell me hi in the comments. We're back, we're making videos, and we're gonna keep doing it. So with that being said, everybody, please stay safe. We will see you all next time.